I am Dana Malcolm. This is your Top Stories morning edition for Wednesday, February 21st, 2024. Coming up, the news that matters most.
Job fair today. Job fair on today at Beaches, Turks and Caicos. And there are so many openings, including store managers, assistant managers, boat captains and dive masters, technicians and carpenters, stewards, porters, servers, driver, and groundsmen, just to name some. Bring your documents, certificates, and your winning personality to Beaches, Turks and Caicos today and build a career in hospitality. Job fair opens 8:30 a.m.
Poor in 2024 is what the opposition PDM party says residents of the Turks and Caicos will be under the current administration, and immigration and national security are some major concerns.
One radar system on the northwest point of Providenciales cannot work to secure all our islands and our coastal areas.
Edwin asked what opposition leader there. He was speaking on February 20th, that's last night, in an official live response to the Premier's State of the State address a night earlier. A frustration for Astwood was also what he described as an increase in work permits for jobs that islanders are qualified for. Before ending, the opposition leader revealed that next week, the date for the rollout of all island candidates will be announced. The $10 fee levied on arriving passengers to run the destination marketing and management organization is in effect and making the government a significant chunk of change. That is according to Premier Washington Mizik.
To date, the receivables since inception of the destination management fee last August is over $1.9 million.
In addition, the Premier revealed 15 of the employees are Turks and Caicos Islanders, 8 of them rehired from the Tourist Board that was dissolved to make way for experienced Turks and Caicos. Another 8 Islanders have been hired at the Tourism Regulatory Department. As for the controversial implementation of the DMMO, Mizik said this.
But I don't know how many of you have ever eaten an omelet without breaking some eggs.
Magnetic Media is your news leader.
Join us at the 12th edition of the Fortis TCI National Science and Technology Fair as schools nationwide compete for the top spot in the country's highly anticipated science quiz, science debate, science project, and poster championships. The preliminaries and semifinals for the debate segment take off at Fortis TCI headquarters across 3 days, from February 20th to 22nd. The grand finale debate is set for Education Week alongside the National Primary School Science Quiz on Wednesday, March 6th at the Gustavus Lightbourne Sports Complex. The following day, Thursday, March 7th at the Sports Complex, the Mega National Science Project and poster competitions will be held. All events are open to the public, so don't miss this stimulating learning experience. Visit www.fortistcisciencefair.com or follow Fortis TCI on Facebook for the full schedule.
The police have released the 55-year-old woman, Charibel Smith, who was arrested for conspiracy to commit murder after the February 8th killing of 24-year-old Joachim Mizik. The woman had been brought in along with 2 young men aged 21 and 18 who were accused of murder. All 3 are now released pending further investigation. Charibel Smith's arrest in the murder plot is shocking, as she on Saturday buried her own son, 21-year-old Josh, who was on January 3rd murdered in his apartment in Providenciales. The power of attraction. Magnetic Media.
This is an important advisory from Digicel Turks and Caicos. All Digicel subscribers whose SIM cards were issued prior to July 2021 kindly visit your nearest Digicel store and have your SIM card swapped at no cost to you. There's also dedicated SIM swap teams that will be at different locations throughout the various islands on specific days. Please look out for the communication via SMS text message. This is a Telecoms Commission regulatory mandate and enhances network reliability and speed. Please swap your SIM cards as soon as possible to avoid mobile service interruption.
Officers from the Community Policing Unit of the Royal Turks and Caicos Islands Police Force visited the Bethany Baptist Church in Providenciales to engage in sessions on conflict resolution with young people last Friday, February 16th, alongside former Premier and Youth Director of the church, Charlene Cartwright Robinson. Officers engaged students in real-life scenarios, giving valuable insight into communication, empathy, and de-escalation techniques. Antonio Guterres, UN Secretary General, is expressing worry over the humanitarian situation in Gaza, particularly about security for aid workers. Guterres says not only are restrictions imposed by Israel limiting distribution of aid, the deconfliction mechanisms to protect aid delivery are not effective. The Secretary General says deliveries are being denied access to vulnerable individuals, and there are attacks on convoys bringing help. The February 13 announcement came from the office of the spokesperson for the UN Secretary General. For weather in the Turks and Caicos Islands, it will be partly cloudy today with a high at 75 degrees Fahrenheit, quite cool, and a slight chance of showers. For tonight, the temperature goes down even more to 72 degrees Fahrenheit at the lowest. It is going to be mostly fair and breezy. That is it for this edition of the news. I am Dana Malcolm. Thank you so much for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.